Live.
Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another episode of Habari Live, your go-to podcast for the news and entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we are all the way live in Phoenix, Arizona, Paradise Valley that is. I am Damon Dipleen Ellison.
Aisha.
And we'll be your host with your guide through the exciting stories and everyday happenings in your vibrant community. Your weekly dose of inspiration, innovation, and insightful conversations from the heart of the city. Welcome to Habari Live. All right, man. So we're gonna bring you some politics, some news, some great stories, a lot of inspiration. You want to tell us some of the top stories for the week?
Some of the top stories of this week, we got JD Vance. We're gonna talk about some Trump. We can't forget our girl Sonya Massey, and then we'll also talk a little bit about Drake. We're gonna hit Comic-Con this week, because you know that did happen this week. In fact, the last day of that is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dive deep into that a little bit, and then some Bronny. We're gonna talk about some Bronny today.
Yeah, man. And I also want to say, my nephew, he's Jimmy. He's leaving the show. He's going back to Illinois to pursue his dreams. I don't know what his dreams is, but he's pursuing them, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so we want to thank him for 3 years, at least 3 years, about 2.5
Almost
years,
3 years
that he engineered the show and helped us out, man. We appreciate him. We appreciate what he did engineering, and we hope nothing but the best luck to him. So let's get it going, man. Let's go to Habari Weekly, my bad, before we can get it going.
Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipleen Ellison. Sponsored by
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. You want to go through that real fast?
Yeah. Are you craving some authentic soul food that hits the spot every time? Look no further than Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, located right here in Phoenix on Greenway and 19th Avenue. And don't forget, they also have a location on Main Street in Mesa. Mama Soul's brings the taste of St. Louis to your plate with mouth-watering dishes that'll make you feel right at home. From their tender barbecue and crispy chicken wings to succulent catfish, savory cornbread, and greens that are just like Mama used to make. They've got something for everyone. And don't forget to try their juicy shrimp and more delicious treats that are sure to satisfy your soul food cravings. Whether you're dining in or taking out or catering for a special occasion, Mama Soul's got you covered. So why wait? Swing by Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken today and let your taste buds dance to the flavor of the best soul food in town.
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, where every bite is like a warm hug from home. We appreciate them, and we appreciate everything they do, sponsoring us. It's a big deal. But let's get it going, man. Let's go into our first story for the day.
This week, the first story is of Sonya Massey. Sean P. Grayson is the now fired Illinois sheriff's deputy that has been charged with fatally shooting the 36-year-old in her home. He also had a disciplinary file that included accusations of bullying behavior and abuse of power that were according to the records obtained by CBS News. So he's acting like a bully, and The Illinois police chief Wyman Meredith said over the phone, recalling an alleged incident last year when he says that enraged Grayson was pursuing him to call Child Protective Services on a woman outside of Grayson's mother's home. So, to me, this guy that was hired by this sheriff's department, they knew he had a background of misconduct.
Right.
He had what was his sixth precinct in
different
3 years.
Hmm.
And he had a prior criminal record before getting hired at the first precinct.
Right.
So he should have never been hired as a police officer to begin with. But he got hired, and now he's fired for committing the murder of Sonya Massey.
I mean, man, this is something that's been talked about for a long time, because even in the Tamir Rice murdering of that 12-year-old boy back then, the gentleman, I think he ended up losing his job. But what he didn't get the murder conviction, but he went to another precinct and just got another job.
Yep.
So, I mean, we understand that the union is for the workers. And I'm for unions. I understand unions. But the police union, man, is the power that they have is crazy. I mean, you should not. I mean, I don't even think you can as a teacher, you could do this. Go to 6 different schools and create misconduct at every single school and still be able to be a teacher. That teacher would have been done. Probably after the second, third school, nobody's going to mess with you anymore.
Right.
And it matters what you did in that first school. You may not even get a second one.
Exactly.
But these police officers kill people, maim, beat up, threaten, and they still keep getting jobs. Now, I do want to say that that body cams save. Because these body cams, if this cam wasn't there, this dude could have came up with any story he wanted to.
Thing. He didn't turn on his body camera until after the fact. So the camera footage that we're seeing is from somebody else that was with him at the time that it happened.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm just saying that the fact that they have body cams, it gives us the opportunity to see what the hell is going on for real, without them making up stories.
She is the one that called the police because there was someone lurking outside her home. So once they finish checking the perimeter,
now they want to see her ID.
They want to go inside to get her ID information.
Why couldn't they just be like, hey, everything's good, we checked the perimeter, we don't see anything, have a nice day, lady? Why is it that we need to see your ID now? They're going to run her, and
then they notice that, oh, she's got a pot of boiling water over there on the stove. Hey, can you go turn that off? She gets up and goes and complies and goes to turn the boiling water off and move it off the stove. Man. Then what happens?
I don't understand why dude tripped so hard over the statement, "I rebuke you in the name." He acted like that was a threat to him. I don't know if he was a Christian.
Don't start using the Lord's name in vain.
That was some crazy stuff, man. She was obviously joking, bro. And for you to take it that far, man, and end this lady's life like that. Then they wouldn't give her aid. He was like, "Oh, it's over. Ain't no reason to give her aid, bro." And we see the autopsy reports that's coming out today that they said she was shot in the head.
Yeah. And here's the thing. She moved a pot of water off the stove. And then they drew guns at her.
Well, the first guy getting, and then the second officer.
And then
I guess he just did it because the first officer did.
He did it because the first officer did it. And then the fact that, when she went to go duck, she grabbed the pot to defend herself. She grabbed the pot to kind of try to shield herself with it, and he shot her.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's seen the video, man. So I mean, I know it's terrible. It's a horrible situation, but this is one of the few cases where the police officer will face some consequences. It looks
and he
like
better
so
go to
far.
jail too.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be the next one to go to jail. I just want to say, Obama had a big part of making sure that these cams were a part of the everyday use by the police officers.
Right.
And a lot of people didn't like this. A lot of people trying to fight it. There's still people who trying to fight it. Police officers don't want to turn them on. We have all type of issues with them, man. But it's the best thing ever. And a lot of the murders that happened in the past, if we had video, we could make a better decision
Yep.
on what happened. So I think the video is very, very important, man. And they need to make sure that they have these cameras on at all times, bro. No police officer should go to a case or pull up anybody over without turning on their camera first. Period.
Yep.
It's sad, man. I am very sad for the family of Sonya. It's really, really messed up, man, how things go. She seemed like she was a really jovial, happy lady, man, just off the little bit we saw from her. But so that's really sad, man. All right, man, let's go to the next story.
All right. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about Miss Kamala Harris. On Sunday, on Sunday, Biden announced that he would not be re-seeking re-election
Mm-hmm.
in the 2024 presidential race after weeks of pressure from within his party and from key Democratic donors to step down amid concerns over his age and mental acuity. Since the announcement, he did also throw his support behind Kamala Harris. And she has since secured enough delegates to become the presumptive Democratic nominee, meaning that she will likely be former President Trump's opponent in November. I have been seeing a lot of support coming out for Kamala this week.
Yeah, man.
There are groups like Women for Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
I have also been seeing things like I'm Not With Her.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot of women say that they're not with her.
Yeah. I've seen I mean, it's the normal, you know what I'm saying, thing that happens in every election. You have a whole bunch of people who want to come out and tell you how voting isn't important. Both sides are horrible, so you don't need to vote. I'm against them both. That's a lot of things that people love to say. I don't understand why they even say anything. Like one guy, I talked to him. He was like, oh, they all suck. I'm like, so you're trying to get people to not vote? No, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
I'm like, but dude, you don't understand. If you're posting they all suck and they all the same.
I'm not with either candidate.
What do you think that you're doing? You're trying to tell people
you're just saying that,
to not
hey,
vote.
I'm not gonna vote.
Right.
So you shouldn't either.
I don't understand what other thing that what else are you trying to get across by saying this to people? You're posting it just to try to say I'm against. I just don't. I never understand that thought pattern, man. And I always says that no representation is the worst thing ever. If we don't have anyone in politics that's fighting for our bills, that's not smart. And a lot of people think they don't care. They're like, the president doesn't matter. They're all the same. Everybody's the same. Like, this is the reason why Roe vs. Wade was overturned, because the thinking of, oh, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. And that's the reason why we end up being in these positions that we're in. We have to see the difference in these ideologies, man. And there's a big difference in the way the right and the left think, especially right now.
Yep.
I mean, what Harris is doing is going to be tough. And you and I, we both were saying that we didn't think Biden should step down because it was too close to the election.
Yeah.
But bringing in the vice president who's already been in charge, bringing in the second person is not a horrible idea. And she's gotten the money rolling.
She stepped in and she just went
$100 million since she stepped in or more.
Yeah.
So obviously we were wrong, man, and that was the right move. You know what I mean, to get her up there, because we were looking bad. The money was not coming in from the CPACs like they wanted to. So they had to switch it up, and I guess what I'm saying, you can't do anything but agree what's best for the party.
Right.
And hopefully, man, that this will get things going, man, in the right direction.
I mean, to me, given that this election has so much to go for,
We got a lot to lose. This
um,
is a very important election, man.
and women's rights is a large portion of that, of what we have to
And I
lose.
think Kamala is a better uh, um,
She's a better
orator
choice um,
of
to
the position.
narrate,
Right, she's definitely a better person to narrate, to
to
discuss this,
fight.
and to fight. And Trump is already pushing back on being in a debate with her. We'll see. It may be. It may
He was
happen.
ready to debate Trump or
Biden.
Biden.
Yeah, because he seen the dude was on his last legs.
Yep.
You know, Biden is just, I don't know what's going on with him, but he just hasn't been looking very great, man. He's just old. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is
Trump old too.
right, and he'll be his age in 3 or 4 years. So we don't know if he's gonna look like that at 81. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know, man. We can go with someone younger. We have someone younger in there, and like I said, man, I think it's a better choice, and I'm happy that Harris stepped up and that it looks like people are behind her, and maybe we have a chance to beat them, man. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard because it hasn't been long, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Harris, not only is she a woman,
Right.
so that's obviously a reason why we should stand behind her. But the fact that she is powerful,
Mm-hmm.
she's in that position to where she can get not only our votes,
Mm-hmm.
but she can persuade the other side to get votes from them as well,
Right.
especially on the women's side. So
Yeah, I mean, women, black women were a big component that helped Biden get over the hump in the last election.
mm-hmm.
Um, her coming out, getting black women pumped again because she is a black woman that went to a black school. She went to a HBCU.
Yep.
She represents the HBCUs. She gives money to a lot of black causes. I've seen a lot of people online. What has she done? You don't pay attention.
Right.
I hate these people that get on my nerves. They don't pay attention for 4 years, and then when the election come, here they come in talking about, oh, she ain't did nothing. You ain't paid attention to one thing.
One thing.
She's doing all type stuff. She's all type programs she's running. It's all type things that she's doing, and she ain't did nothing. Like, dog, I'm so sick of those type people, man. It's annoying. She's running initiatives to try to get women's reproductive health on top of everything. She's helping more black women by also because black women have more their babies have higher mortality rates. She's trying to bring that down. There's several things that she is doing. But let's ask what Melania did while she was the vice president. Now that's nothing. Because she didn't do nothing.
She wore a jacket.
She redecorated the Christmas trees or some bullshit she did, or redecorated the garden, something stupid. She didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? And then she don't, man. I mean, dude, come on, man. Well, I'm not even. She's not the vice president. So, what did the last vice president? I don't even remember what he did. Pence.
Yeah. What
did
did
he
Pence
do?
do?
They want to kill him because he wanted to certify the election.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to do with the dude this time around. Like they hated him. She at least has love, you know what I mean? And she's I think she will be great, man. I got some, you got people bringing up that she was a prosecutor. I think that's stupid. She arrested black people. Like, she arrested everybody.
I saw this thing that said
oh,
out of
man,
the 1,800 cases that she did, only 45 actually went to jail.
And they keep bringing that mess up. Dog, dog, we'll do anything, man, to be with the racist, man. Anything.
And they failed to mention all of the rehabilitative programs that she created while she was a prosecutor to avoid those people from going to jail.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're a prosecutor. You're gonna get people that's her job.
Right.
So what she has done, like I said, she has worked on maternal and infant health care. It was a key component of the Build Back Better Act passed in 2022. The legislation expands access to maternal care and makes new investments to drive down mortality and morbidity rates. So she's been working on things. Everybody, she ain't done nothing. It's annoying, man. Go read a book before you start posting some crap online. But that's what people do, man. They don't read. They don't do any of that. They just post.
Yep.
So what's the next story?
The public feud between Elon Musk and his transgender daughter. And his ex, she's making it very clear that she is siding with the daughter.
Well, any person with sense would side with the daughter.
Grimes took to X, the social media platform owned by Musk, right? And shared her support for Vivian Wilson, who has been thrust into the spotlight after her dad said that she'd been killed by woke mind virus.
Wow.
For seeking gender affirming medical care. He also said that his child was dead to him because he is transgender because of dead naming. So that meant that his son was dead and he no longer has a son. So
that's insane.
I mean,
I don't know anybody.
He's going so far as to disown his own child.
Right. Right. And this is the reason why he was so against the schools not telling a parent if a person was gay or transgender, or if they were going by. And that's
one of the reasons why we said, I mean, it was just like we were talking about. Some kids know. They just know.
Yeah.
They can't talk to their parents.
They can't talk to their parents. How could you imagine coming to talking to this dude and telling him that you're gay? Look at him. Look how he's acting publicly. You can't even imagine how he's acting behind closed doors.
Exactly.
He's publicly saying she's dead to him. Like, he's a piece of shit, dude. I don't care if he has X or he's rich. That don't make him a better person than somebody that's walking down the street that's poor and sleeping on the sidewalk. The people, man, that we admire richness so much, we'll let these people just treat him like anything, man. It's crap. He's a piece of shit. And the fact that he would throw his daughter away because she doesn't live the life that he wants him to live is crap. Man, I just can't believe that he would. And then it's people who with him. And then the fact that this dude is a CEO of several companies.
Several companies.
You know what I mean? Like, dog, I don't want nothing to do with anything that has a name on his products. And I wish that America, we're so under this dude right now. Everything, his satellite system, his little spaceships. Like, dog, man, this dude is, man, he's crap. And I'm happy to hear this week that Tesla is losing money. Good. Because he said he's voting, he's going all in with Trump.
Yep. He endorsed Trump.
He came out with some crap talking about DEI and how he hates DEI, and they're gonna have some black people flying planes and they too dumb. You know, like, everything he says is just racist, dog. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm done with Elon Musk. I know the right loves him now. They hate his cars. They hate the climate. They hate everything about him. But hey, we were Elon. And it's just because he's with this DEI stuff and he's with disrespecting the trans people and anybody that's gay or think differently than him. It's trash. So, man, Elon is just disappointing, man. And it's really makes me mad because I really looked up to the dude. I'm a futurist. I love looking to the future and what we're going to be doing. I love it. But this dude is he's 100% disappointment, man. I wish he just go back to South Africa or whatever, wherever he came
Yep.
from. Because dude, it's annoying, bro. There's gonna be other electric cars.
Rivian.
There's other places that can do spaceships. He's not the first.
Yep.
And his satellite system can be replaced. His internet satellite system can be replaced, man. I don't know. He's moving to Texas with his all this stuff. Go on, take your down with all them country motherfuckers. Do what you got to do.
The country racist people.
Man, get on my nerves, dude.
All right. Republican Vice President nominee J.D. Vance sparked some controversy this week when a 2021 interview resurfaced in which he labeled women without biological children, including presumptive Democratic nominee Kamala Harris, as childless cat ladies with no direct stake in America. He also said that single childless women don't care about America, and women are pushing back. Those women are pushing back. They're saying that these comments could haunt Vance, particularly in the presidential contest, which for many it's not a referendum on abortion access, but women's rights and freedoms to choose what happens to their bodies. In a separate interview, also from 2021, Vance said that people who choose not to have children should have less political power and should face a higher tax rate. So women without kids don't care about America. And women who choose not to have kids should have no political power and should pay higher taxes.
I don't know what's wrong with that dude. I knew he was crazy because Trump picked him, but like dog, what are you talking about?
Huh?
None of that makes any sense.
None of it.
The attack on single women, the attack on women of today and the way they want to live their lives is that's their main objective nowadays. That's why they've taken away Roe v. Wade. They want abortion gone. Yep. They want the abortion pills gone. They want these women in the kitchen pregnant, barefoot and pregnant. That's what they want them. That's their whole mentality. Now, are they worried about the demographics of this country? We know they are.
Oh,
they're worried about the demographics. They don't like that the it came out that right now the minorities are the majority when it comes to birth rates. And when it comes to new kids, already the minorities are the majority, and they don't like that. So that's why they keep bringing up all this crap. Have babies. They want everybody to have babies. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because the normal white American is only having 1 to 2 kids.
Yeah.
And they want that more. And it's ridiculous, man, that these people are so scared to be the minority. Why? Because they know how they've treated minorities and how minorities have been treated in this country over the last 400 years. They don't want to be treated. They don't want nothing. They don't want nothing to do with that. They don't want. They all talk about, oh, it's so great, everything. They try. Oh, there's no racism. Everything's great. There's no racism. But the even the aspect of them thinking that they might not be the majority is having them losing their mind. Like, it's crazy, man. Let's move to the next one.
President Trump on Friday claimed that there will be a major war in the Middle East and potentially a third world war if he does not win November's election.
Oh my God.
This is what he said when he met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida on Friday.
I can't believe that Netanyahu even went to go meet with this dude.
Man.
But
after he met with Harris and Biden.
Right. This dude isn't the president. He's a nobody. Why are you meeting with this dude? I guess on the aspects that he might win. And Israel is praying that they win. But the problem is, though, Trump just dropped the same shit that Biden and Kamala is telling them.
Yep.
Stop the war. Get your fucking hostages. Stop. And that's not what Netanyahu wants to hear. He thought he was going to hear something totally different from Trump.
Right.
But hey, Trump, like, hey, y'all need to stop. Y'all have to stop killing people. This is looking bad. No one is with you right now. Y'all bombing these people to the 3rd century, man. And that's what I mean, dude. They just keep bombing them, and they're not going to stop. Like, dude, get your hostages. Stop the war. Everybody, Kamala Harris told him the same thing. Biden telling him the same thing. Everybody's telling him you need to stop, but he doesn't care. His people doesn't care right now. They're trying to wipe. They want to wipe them off the face of the earth.
Yep.
And
it's sad.
Hey man, you can't do that. If you wipe those people off, you're going to wipe off all the Palestinians trying to get to these terrorists. You're going to kill all of them. The numbers are astounding. How many people they've killed with bombings. It's horrible, man.
It's sad.
And Netanyahu, man, we're gonna talk about him in a second, but man, dude, it's ridiculous, dude. All right.
Trump was also seen at this meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu
Mm-hmm.
without the bandage on his ear. And they said that he was seemingly uninjured.
I mean, the FBI did come out and say he was shot in the ear. But dog, this just adds to the rumors that this was fake. We've seen so many videos of him with ketchup in his thing,
Right.
and he pulled ketchup here. Everybody putting ketchup on him, but yeah, man, it's definitely adding to it. I mean, the FBI, like I said, the FBI came out and said he was definitely shot, but for him to not have the bandage on, yeesh. I mean, come on, man. After a week, you got shot in the ear with a AR-15,
And you gonna take the Band-Aid off?
I mean, maybe it's not that bad.
Maybe it was just a graze.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, just a graze. But I don't know, man. Not having the Band-Aid on after everyone tried to wear one with him
In solidarity. Right.
Idiots,
We got
dog.
memes of you now, homie.
But he has it off already. So maybe it's healed already, man. It has been a week, 2 weeks, something like that.
Something like that.
So I guess it's healed. I don't know, man.
I mean, this just all rolls right into Trump's campaign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interviews with non-Republican lawmakers
Yeah.
and 11 Black Republican women who back Trump.
Mm-hmm.
8 of them said personal attacks on Harris should be avoided.
Mm-hmm.
While guarded in their comments and emphasizing their continued support for Trump, several expressed worry over the tenure of the attacks and whether the onslaught could harm Republicans at the ballot box.
I mean, to be a Black Republican and have to say those words is crazy to me. You're with someone and you have to ask them, can you not say racist stuff? The DEI hire, can you not say that? They're going to keep saying it. They're going to keep saying it
Mm-hmm.
because they love it. It's too much of their base that love this crap. They love it. You know, anytime they see a Black face in power, they just DEI, affirmative action.
Yep.
Your
Every time.
affirmative action hire. They love it. And the Black people in their party is telling them, dog, you may want to roll that back.
You
They're
probably
not-
want to stop
They're
saying
not going to
that.
listen to him. But my whole question is, why are y'all in that party? You see these people are racist. You see, this is their playbook every time. Here come a
Every
Black
time.
face, they're going to throw, here come racism. That's the racism that Kamala has gotten already. Sexism, racism. They
And
won't say her
it's only
name
been
right.
A week.
They already saying that she's not from America. She's not American. She's Jamaican and Indian. She's not American. Like, they play this shit every single time. And then it's, oh, we're not racist. Why when every time when it's a black person, they're not from America?
Right.
Obama wasn't from America.
Obama's from Kenya.
He's not from here. Like, dog, this is the same playbook. Everybody's not from here. What?
Next thing you know, somebody's going to be saying Kamala needs to show her birth certificate.
Right. Exactly. They'll roll with the birther shit.
It's on my bingo card.
It's their next play, man. It's just, dog, it's getting ridiculous. And the people in the party is telling them, hey, man, go a different way.
Right.
This is
They
not
won't
going to
listen.
play. This is not going to play out the way you guys want it to.
They won't listen.
It's going to backfire. No, they're not going to listen. Because it, like I said, it plays too
so
well
much
with the base.
so that Nikki Haley, voters for Harris ignore Nikki Haley's warning letter after she knocks the group, the former Nikki Haley voters who are now supporting Vice President Kamala Harris bid for the White House, said on Thursday that they plan to ignore the letter from the GOP presidential candidate's attorney demanding that they stop using her name. The letter sent on Thursday afternoon by a law firm representing the Haley Voters for Harris Political Action Committee said that the group will continue to exercise its First Amendment rights to encourage former Haley supporters to back Harris over President Donald Trump in the general election.
Now, this is something they were scared of. They're not, just because J.D. Vance, he said, I was a never Trumper, and then today he's his VP.
Right.
Just because Nikki Haley said he was unfit for office and that he was a criminal, and they changed their mind, doesn't mean that the people that's under them and with them is going to change their minds.
Exactly.
The voters for Nikki Haley don't agree. They still think Donald Trump is unfit for office, and they're going to go with Harris because instead of Trump. The Republican Party is very splintered. Now it seems like they're going all the same way, but they're very splintered right now because there's the old school Republicans who really, really care about values.
Generation.
It's not just generations. It's just an ideology. They really care about values. Trump doesn't care about these things. They really care about people doing the right things because they supposed to be in a conservative church group. That's what the conservatives are. Churchy, doing the right thing. How you doing the right thing when you got a dude who's a felon? Talking openly about raping girls. Talking openly about everyone. Talking trash about every person he can think
disabled
of.
People.
He's just a horrible, horrible person. And most conservatives is not with it, man. They don't want to be seen voting for this person. They have morals. That's what the Republican Party used to talk about. Morals. They can't even talk about that anymore because their leader is a piece of crap. So it's going to be people in the party who's not going to be with this. So only thing we got to do is show up to vote, and we should be able to beat this dude. Because like I said, the cultists who are with Trump, they're not the whole party, man. There's all type people from that party who was 100% not with that crap. For real.
All right. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to run into the hot mess.
Let's do it. Well, we got through those pretty fast. So I thought it was a lot, but we was able to go through them. It is 11:24 though.
Pressing the button might help.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Aisha Rowan. Sponsored by
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, where every bite is like a warm hug from home.
Warm hug from home. All
right, y'all.
Who we got this week? Who is the hot mess?
This week, Drake is the hot mess. Drake may want to stick to attending shows where he's getting paid until further notice. Because even in his hometown, it's not always love.
Dang.
Limp Bizkit was performing in Toronto on Thursday night, prodding their local audience with the mere mention of Drake's name as a guest in attendance, and it didn't go over all too well. And the crowd booed him.
Wow.
And I mean, they booed
Boo.
the hell out of him.
Man.
Like, he didn't even come on stage,
And they booed him.
and they booed him.
I don't know, man. Drake
Me.
is it's been a tough year for Drake. This will
It
be
has
a,
been.
a unforgettable year for him. I mean, a forgettable year for him. But people right now, man, are just not with it, man. It's his fans. I still see him online trying to fight for him and everything.
They try hard.
But it's not looking good.
But when are you gonna just give it up?
I mean, I couldn't see him just stop making music. He makes music for the ladies. But it's just been a tough year, man. Hopefully people forget it. He can go back to his career. But right now, it's just boo Drake. I saw a video the other day. He was getting into a car. Drake was, and some dude was like, he said a joke about the A minor thing. He was just trolling him, just messing with this dude's life. And it's hard when you're a star, man, because everybody know you and know in all your business. But
when you even get locally famous,
yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. So Drake, I mean, I don't mean to laugh at what he's going through because it's not really funny, but this is what he started. He didn't have to get into this stuff with Kendrick and all these people. You're supposed to be a R&B artist that raps,
right?
You know what I mean? You're supposed to be out there for the ladies. So you could have did what J. Cole did in the first place, and just, hey man, nah, I'm all good. I'm not in this crap. But you went full speed ahead.
Full speed
ahead. You start even using Tupac lyrics, trying to diss West Coast people with Tupac. Smart move. Not at all.
Not at all.
That was a bad move. When he did that
might
I
have
was
hurt
like,
your
man,
career,
I don't know
bro.
what he was thinking about. You don't make a song with Tupac, dog. That people love that dude.
Right.
Like, he's still on t-shirts to this day. I don't know how many rappers and on a lot of t-shirts, but Pac is still being worn. He's still on walls. He is still the most beloved rapper ever. Still.
Drake posted a selfie in a Tupac shirt a little bit ago.
Right. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He know the blowback he got from doing that because people didn't like that when he did that. I didn't like it either, man. That was whack. You know what I mean? You don't have no Tupac talking crap about a West Coast. And then the thing is that Kendrick's whole career, he loved some Pac. I mean, he's talked about it several times when he met Pac on the video shoot, and he looked up to Pac a whole lot. So to do that was just ignorant.
It was.
But all right, man, that's the hot mess. What we gonna go into? Sports?
Comics.
Oh, comics. All right, let's run it real fast so we can get up out of here.
Yeah, it's 11:30.
Mm-hmm. She'll be the little girl. There you go.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by...
Where is it?
Where every bite is like a
warm hug
from home.
My bad. I'm going to get that down one of these days. But for sure, man, welcome back to Comic Book Corner on Habari Live Podcast, where we delve into the latest and greatest in the world of comics, graphic novels, and our favorite TV adaptations. Today, we're talking about the newest episode of House of Dragons and some exciting developments that have unfolded. The main thing is in the credits in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? The credits and tapestry updates. The tapestry just got a little bit longer with new additions that are both gruesome and significant. We see the broken bodies of soldiers of the battlefield at Rook's Rest and the two fallen dragons, Malaise and Sunfire. Mm-hmm. While Sunfire might just be taking a nap, we hope their black blood stains the canvases, adding a dark yet intricate detail to the tapestry. The tapestry in the beginning of the episodes when the credits are running is what we're talking about. But it's pretty dope, man. Every week how they add different things to the tapestry as the story gets bigger. Now, we did have the Battle of Rook's Rest a couple episodes before. The aftermath of this battle is vivid and impactful. We've expected these updates last week, but craftsmen take time, especially with the Team Black blockade potentially emptying the King's Landing. So the attention to detail in these scenes continue to impress, enhancing the overall storytelling. It was pretty dope to see the queen, send them, what is Rhaenys, send them food, and them still be like, yeah, the queen still cares about us. They're against them, the people who took over King's Landing. They're still against that team, Team Red, you would call them.
Mm-hmm.
So they just, man, it's just crazy what's going on. Or is it green? Is it green or red? Whatever it is. But over in Westerland, Sir Jason Lannister, the oofish brother of the squirreless member of Team Green's, as it is Green, small council. Tynan Lannister is on the move, marching east from Castle Rock. He's about to enter the Winterlands to confront Daemon at Harrenhal. But first, he is growing Green Army to make a stop at Golden Tooth to seat the seat of House Lefford. Now, basically, they just showed that you saw the lions from the Lannisters, and they would the main thing that they wanted to say was, man, we need a dragon. We ain't going to mess with Daemon them until they bring out a dragon.
Exactly.
Y'all bring us a dragon. Your one boy did not like that. He was mad about it, and he was like, you don't order me to go anywhere, but hey. He's like, I'm not going out there to fight these people without no dragon. So we'll see what happens with all that, man. It's I think the story's going pretty good. I like it. I thought the last 2 episodes was kind of slow. So we'll see what happens on that aspect. Was there anything that you liked from the last episode?
I just thought it lacked a little bit for me.
Yeah, man. It seemed like the last 2 hasn't been
it just didn't hit like the episode where they actually did the fight
right
with the dragons.
Yeah, that was the last best episode.
That was the best episode of the whole season.
Yeah, that episode was ridiculous. So to
me, it's just all they did was talk.
Yeah, it's been a lot of talking.
It was just a lot of dialogue.
Mm-hmm. We see the dragon. What was it? The sea
smoke.
Sea smoke.
He does have a new rider.
You know what I'm saying? Look like we're gonna have a black man on the dragon. That's never been seen before. But hey, that's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? And it was also cool to see the other son shaving his blind hair because he doesn't want anybody to know that he's kin to them. Which is also something that's cool. We're gonna see. I think maybe the next episode is gonna be more people that's gonna be riding dragons, from what I've been hearing. So we'll see what happens on that front. But Aemond trying to kill Aegon, and it looks like he's gonna use that one squirrely dude to kind of help him, who was his hand, to help him, man, while he's sick, because he knows that Aemond is probably gonna try to take him out. So Aegon is hoping and praying that dude can help him, but we'll see what happens, man, with that. But it's only a couple episodes left, if I'm mistaken. I think that was 6. It's like 3 left after this one. So we appreciate the House of Dragons and everything they bring in, but let's go on to sports.
Let's go ahead and talk about Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, my
this
bad.
week, because a lot has been announced, and a lot has been teased. Dope. Oh my goodness! So, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2 trailer has been announced, and it teases new characters. We're getting The Boys is getting a prequel, and that's going to feature Soldier Boy and Stormfront, and the series will be called Vought Rising, right? And it's going to be set in the 1950s.
Oh my god, it's going to be racist as hell.
Creature Commandos teaser trailer debuted behind closed doors at Comic-Con this weekend. DC also unveiled a new logo, which gives a nod back to the old original logo.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns was revealed.
Okay.
We got the first look at Mortal Kombat 1 as well. And we got to watch a tense clip from Watchmen Chapter 1.
Yeah, man.
They're saying that Deadpool and Wolverine screening surprised Comic-Con with massive guest appearances. Marvel drone display teased Galactus and Fantastic Four news. So Marvel will be doing their panel tonight.
Oof, can't wait.
So
Can't
all of
wait.
the announcements for Marvel happens tonight.
Yeah.
So you may get a Fantastic Four and a Galactus announcement as well in there. I mean, a whole lot. It's just been Doctor Who. Hasbro revealed some Transformers,
some toys,
G.I. Joe, and Star Wars and Marvel action figures. Actually, the one for Kang, it don't look bad. Neither does the one for
Hasbro created them.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Sentinels figures look okay too.
Oh, they the ones that do the legends. I think they do the legends. Yeah. So that's the ones I buy myself. So yeah, man. So it's Comic-Con, like always, is exciting, and they've had a lot of announcements. We're all gonna be glued to the TV to see what Marvel has coming out later on today, and see what they talk about discussing Phase 6. People are hoping that we get a lot more movies and titles, because it's an empty slot right now for Phase 6, and we don't know how much they're going to do and how much they're not going to do, because they push so much back. The time is kind of crazy on how much time is left before they do the Secret Wars movies, which I think they're probably going to push those movies back, because it's just everything's been pushed back because of COVID.
Been pushed back.
So I think they probably going to push those movies back another year.
They may.
But we'll see what happens, man. But I'm really excited to see what Marvel does tonight.
Star Wars, Marvel teases the end of the High Republic saga in Fear of the Jedi. So Star Wars, the High Republic,
Disney,
Fear of the Jedi. We're gonna get that. It's gonna also be a animated series as well.
Dope.
That will be released in 2025 in February. So it's coming out in February. And they're saying that Kelnaka will be making an appearance in this show as well. So it's going to go from the Alkalite to this new show. So that's going to happen.
Yeah, man. Because that's something new that they can build on. It's a lot of years of before the main story that was told in the 70s, the original series. So they can do a lot with this and build on this, man.
They can.
A lot of people are not going to like it, but who cares?
Yep. DC Comics brought back the Justice League after Absolute Power. They're saying that the DC universe has been without a Justice League since the heroes were tragically killed in the lead up to the Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. I mean, but
I'm not.
It's been more than 2 years, so we're finally going to get a new Justice League.
In the cartoon?
It looks like it's a cartoon series.
Okay.
No, it's the comic book line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the comic book line.
I guess they've done some resets in the comic books again. But yeah, man, that's cool, man. Comic-Con, like I said, is always exciting, and we always try to stay up on the news. So we'll keep you guys updated on anything that we find out, and try to do a quick video as if we need it. We're going to try to do more videos, man, of stuff as it happens, a lot more. But all right, man, let's go to the last sports last. Let's do the last segment of sports, and we'll get up out of here.
Habari Sports.
Yeah. We got the Olympics. I think we're going to start it off. I don't really. Can you see what game starts today? But first, I wanted to discuss Stephen A. Smith and a couple other people talking about the way that the team is going right now. That we're going to have to do something to get other players going. Man, you have LeBron pretty much saving the team in a couple of games, especially with the game with Sudan. He had to score most of the points going down the line. As the Olympics are approaching, we're all odds are on the Team USA to see how they respond to the challenges. Will they rise to the occasion and prove Stephen A. Smith wrong, or will this prediction come true? And can the team maintain the spirit of sportsmanship amidst the swirling controversies that's going on right now, man, with the team? You have Gilbert Arenas, he said some crazy stuff about them almost losing to Sudan. Some kind of racist stuff he said. Gilbert Arenas said the former NBA player has found himself at the center of a storm following xenophobic comments during the USA South Sudan exhibition game. Arenas criticized the team harshly, saying, "We losing to people who got baskets in the back. They shooting on fucking peach baskets and dirt." Despite offering an apology, the damage was already done. Arenas further added he further added to this comments, almost lost to some Africans, almost lost to some Ahi tribe, mocking the close 101 to 100 victory and attributing part of the performance to Joel Embiid, whom he accused of throwing the game for his cousins, even though he's from Cameroon, not Sudan. Like, just straight up, just ignorant. Now, Gilbert Arenas, his show is blowing up and everything, man. But dude, man, that was dumb as hell. That statement. I understand what you were trying to get over. That how the team that they are losing to, they don't have the equipment, they don't have the facilities, none of the stuff that America has, and we almost lost to them. The backlash was swift. Many condemned Arenas for his insensitive and disrespectful remarks. Embiid, a star center for the USA team, responded by expressing hope that Arenas did not truly harbor negative sentiments about Africa. This incident has sparked a broader conversation about respect and sportsmanship, especially on such a significant international stage. It was pretty sad that he would even say anything like that, man. It was a close game. America, they shot 7 for 28 from the 3-point line. Sudan shot a lot better.
It don't look like there's the one that's playing right now for basketball.
Is Australia.
It's Australia and Spain.
In Spain, yeah.
And Australia's winning.
Yeah. Australia has a decent team, man. They
Germany.
have a couple of decent players. Patty Mills. They're decent, man.
Oh, it looks like those games are over. France won over Brazil. Germany over Japan.
France is going to be tough. Germany don't have a whole lot.
And then later on, Greece plays Canada.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much the end of today's basketball.
Canada's going to be tough also, man. They got a tough team. America just has a tough hill to climb, man.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Okay. You say who they play?
Siberia.
Okay. So, it's going to be the first game versus Siberia. So we'll see what's going on with that, man. Good luck to America. It's just going to be tough with LeBron at age 39 leading the team. We need some of these younger players to step up, man. Everybody talking about how this team is so much better than the 92 Dream Team. And I understand that now they face a lot more professional players than they used to face back in 92. I think back in 92, I think it was only 9 people internationally that was playing. But it's more of an international game now. And I think it's like 55 players that's in the league, that's in the Olympics for the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
So they have gotten a lot better. But we wasn't looking for them back in the 90s also. There were players that should have been here, like Oscar and Sabonis, that should have been playing in the NBA that we wasn't even looking for. It wasn't that they weren't good. They were good. America just wasn't looking for those players. And I don't understand why we brought Sabonis into the league in the late 90s when he should have been playing in the 80s. When he was young, they should have brought him in. So that was mistakes America made. But we've made it a more global game, and the players have gotten better. But we should not have let them catch up this much. Our problem is, I say it all the time, we have went away from the center. And what Sudan was longer and bigger than us, killing us on the offensive rebounds. We want to just shoot threes and run around and shoot threes. We don't want to play through the big man anymore. And I think that's a mistake. We don't have any good big American players anymore because we just want to shoot threes. We're not developing these players the same. Europe, they're helping these players to dribble. They're helping these players to do the same thing that we do in America. They treat the big players the same way they treat the guards. They help with their handles. They help with their shooting. We just take the big players, get in the post. And that's hurting us right now. Then we don't even play post play in the NBA anymore. Nobody plays in the post.
Mm-mm.
So when we're teaching these kids all their life to teaching them to play in the post, when they get to the NBA, they don't care about that. They're just looking for shooting. So all these players who could play well in the post, they're not even getting drafted anymore. Post play is something that the teams do not care about. But that was what made America better than everyone else. We were stronger at the bottom. We were stronger in the post. We had bigger players. We had Ewing. We had David Robinson. Now we got Anthony Davis, who's a power forward, and Embiid as our only center on the team.
Pretty much.
And he ain't even born in America. He's from Cameroon. Like, we're doing a horrible job, man. These AAU teams need to do better and making sure that these 7-footers are getting the training that they need. We can't just keep putting them in the post. Obviously, that's not working since the NBA want to be European. They want everybody shooting threes. Everybody shooting, shoot. So, I mean, that's the new way it's going. So we gotta train our kids to get there, man. We know we got 7-footers out there,
Right.
but we're just not teaching them well. They come into the league and they're out.
We're not using our players correctly.
Man, I don't know what the hell we're doing, man. We're gonna lose on the world stage if we don't change fast.
I mean, that goes and said, I mean, this year's NBA Summer League felt like Bronny James was on tour, according to one of his teammates. An anonymous member of the Lakers Summer League team explained to The Sun that the heightened attention around LeBron James' eldest son, the Lakers' 55th pick in the second round of this year's NBA draft, created a tense atmosphere, and players grew frustrated with his alleged special treatment. I mean, he was treated as someone apart, not like all of us, and that's very annoying, as we didn't feel any chemistry in this group of players, the player said, adding that almost everything centered around Bronny James. So the players basically didn't feel like they had a chance to shine and show what they were capable of, because the coach or whatever was always saying, give it to Bronny, let him do it. And it was just all Bronny.
That's just we don't know for sure what was going on. But I only thing I can say is this. We knew this was going to happen. I talked about this in the beginning and everybody got all mad at me, called me a hater. This was going to happen. This is the outcome of your dad coming in and bringing you into the league. When your dad comes in and makes decisions to help you to get into the league, man, it's going to hurt that kid. I said it before. The other kids that's going against him and who are the same age as him are not going to have the same ideas as us. Like, oh, look at him helping his kid. He's doing that for his kid. They're not going to look at it like that. They're going to look like this dude is getting favoritism over us.
Right.
And that's
Dude
what I
is
said
already
from the
famous.
beginning.
His dad is already famous. You can't let one of us that's not famous take the spotlight.
Man, look, man, it's hard to treat the kid as if he's not LeBron's son. And that's the problem. People in the Lakers organization,
especially for the organization that his dad works for.
They want to be, and they want to look good under LeBron. So they're going to do whatever they can to make sure that they are looking good, to doing things for his son. So LeBron can say, thank you. You helping my son. I appreciate it. They're going to push all the other kids to the side because they can make sure that LeBron's son is getting what he needs. And this is the problem I said was going to happen from the beginning. The favoritism. It's not going to help him. That's why you don't bring him on the team with his dad. You put him on another team and you let him earn his things. I didn't say don't draft the kid, but he should not have been drafted under the Lakers, because all of this is going to be the problem.
Yep.
It's going to be people and players that's on the team that they feel like, oh, I was passed up because Bronny just got it. I was playing better than him. And he getting on the team. He getting minutes. He getting this. He getting that. Yep. I was better than him. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't do that to the team. Now he's about to come to the roster. What do you think veterans are going to be saying if he gets more minutes than them?
They're going to be saying the same thing.
Exactly. What do you think anybody else is going to say if the other rookie that was drafted, Connect, what do you think he's going to say if Bronny started doing this and getting more minutes? When dude's like, I'm 10 times better than him.
Right.
Why is Bronny getting all the tick? Why is he getting all the everything? And that's the problem with this stuff, man. You could try to point it how you want to. All LeBron just wanted to do. But the problem is not us older adults. It's the kids. It's his people that he have to go to school to that's going to be the problem. Go to school with that's going to be the problem. He's going to have to hear these things. Oh, you didn't earn that spot, bro. You got your spot over me because your daddy. That's why. Kids are going to say these things. They're not going to have the filters and think like, oh, well, he's just trying to give his son the opportunities. Yeah, but you're doing that and in spite of me, which I am a better player than him.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to get the attention or the spots that he's going to get or the minutes. Is that fair? But like I said, it don't matter. People are happy that LeBron gets to meet his dream and everything else. Who cares about those kids? And that's what I've been talking about since day one. These kids, the kid who is poor as hell, who needed this spot bad as hell, before he can get a chance to get his family out the ghetto. Those are people I talked about. Man, I'm like I said before, I'm happy Bronny's and he's playing better. I'm happy. I'm happy that the stuff that don't look like it's affecting him. But as these stories come out and this stuff happens, the media is going to talk about it worse, more and more. And it's going to be they end up shutting him down. Why they shut him down? Why you think they shut him down? Because it was some shit going on, obviously.
Yep.
So, like I said, I hope the best for the kid, but I just think they put him in a position to be the butt of a lot of stuff that is not really his fault, and he's just trying to play ball.
There's going to be a lot of jokes, memes.
Right. He's already getting treated like the Nasses. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I know the Nasses, he's rich. He doesn't care. He going on with his life. But everybody always making fun of dude, laughing at him.
Yep.
And I wouldn't want that for that kid, man. And this is what he's set up to get because so many people is adamantly against how this happened and how it went down. But like I said, again, I'm happy LeBron is getting his dream and this kid gets the chance to play. Hopefully he does better. But I always thought that this was going to be a mess. And it is coming to become the mess that I thought it was going to be. But all right, man. We're going to go watch some Deadpool. We're going to try to make it over here. We appreciate everybody watching and taking time to take a look at Habari Live. We know we talk about a lot of controversial subjects. You don't always have to agree with our politics or how we think about things, but we still wants to hear about what you think and what you think about the things that we discuss. So we don't have to agree. I love talking to those that I don't agree with. But I do also, if you like what you're saying, subscribe, hit the like button, share it to others. We are up to 1,000. We hit our mark of 1,000 subscribers, which is dope. Finally hit it. So let's get to 2,000. You know what I'm saying? That's the mission. We want to get to 10,000 subscribers because not many people make it to that mark. But like I said, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys next week.
Holla, holla.
Peace.